Move your arm. Britt, I like you too. Yeah, so I want you to hear me also. I know you're getting all the attention, okay? But Britt, I mean, she's a super babe, all right? Thank you guys so much for coming and surprising everyone. I think they seem pretty excited to have you.
Excited to be here.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So I have my entire book club here. They read the book, so they were super excited to see you guys. How'd they do? They did good? So you guys love making the film, obviously. Is it like when Nicholas Sparks' movie comes across, you're like, obviously I'm going to do this movie?
When the right Nicholas Sparks movie comes across, I know it's, I'm going to do this movie. It has to film in North Carolina, because that's where I was born. And it has to have, cool characters, cool arc, and I thought this was like the perfect film and I was like at a good age, and I wanted to go see my family, and this guy was in it, so I was like, let's do it.
Oh, so you used it to visit your family. I understand that. No, I don't at all. I avoid my family, so that's nice of you. Now, I have to ask, what was your favorite scene to film in the movie?
I liked a lot of the bull riding stuff.
Did you actually do that? Because, I mean, the last scene when it's like slow-mo is so amazing. Such an amazing. I was wondering how much of that you're actually in front of a green screen. How much were you actually on the bull?
We had a lot of the PBR guys doing a lot of the stunts. They were there the whole time. It wasn't until after the film that I went and bucked a bull. Okay. Yeah. I sort of just had to do it for me, and I hung out with these guys for 3 or 4 months, and I had a lot of respect for them. So get on the bull.
Oh wait, yeah. Okay. What was the question?
We're starting the Q&A. Let's go.
Your time is done now. How long did you go? They want to know how long you were on.
It was about 2.5 seconds.
That's impressive. No laughing.
In a couple years, though, it'll be like 5, 6 seconds.
We have the girls upstairs. There's a bar where they have the bull riding, so we had a bunch of the girls do that in advance. One girl had 24 seconds. She was just showing off.
Wow.
Nina, just showing off. Everyone else was around like 15
That's
seconds.
Awesome.
Wow.
So, but what was your favorite scene to film?
I think all the horseback riding stuff was really fun for me, just because I had no idea what I was doing, and I just tried to embrace that. And the horses were so sweet, and Scott gave me a few pointers, and I'd never really been on film riding a horse. It was cool. What? Yeah, the makeup scenes are okay too. I didn't mind that so much. We had a good time with that. We did that a lot, actually. Got old by the end, but you're a good kisser.
That was convincing. I thought it was weird, like when it's super zoomed in on your nipple. Is that super uncomfortable? Like, see your nipple?
That is uncomfortable when you're watching the film. And you're like, oh man.
I've never seen my nipple so close.
Nipple? How about his butt? Come on.
Oh yeah, I look at the butt too. But that was that felt natural. Any questions? Yeah, you guys have any questions you want to ask? Yes.
He is a good kisser, yes.
Fresh breath.
Fresh? No, actually not. I mean, there were a few times where I just, I think we got used to each other, and so it wasn't like we were popping the mints beforehand doing a test. It was just kind of, we were comfortable with one another, but very good kisser. So he's single. Any ladies in Minneapolis tonight, if you want to try and find Mr. Scott? Yes.
Well, I mean, are you a romantic
Yes,
guy?
thank you.
Did you just get on The Bachelor? What are we doing?
Yes, now we're transitioning to The Bachelor. Are you a romantic guy?
Yeah, I have my moments.
What's the most romantic thing you've done for a gal?
I'll tell you the most romantic thing a gal's done for me.
Okay, that works.
How about that?
That wasn't the question, but
Yeah.
okay.
A gal threw me a surprise party. I got off work. I was bartending at the time. And she said, let's, can you come over to the house first? I said, I just let's go meet and eat. And, we sort of got in an argument about it because I said, I don't want to go to that house. I don't need to go to that house. It makes no sense. Why would I go all the way back to the house? She said, just come to the house. And she had all my buddies there. She called them down from Northern California. She got them to come from all over. And she had beer and beer pong tables and the whole thing set up. Barbecue. It was unbelievable.
That's nice.
Wow.
Okay, that is a nice romantic touch. Do you like romance? I don't like romance. It makes me uncomfortable. It makes you super uncomfortable. Like if I walk in the house and there were rose petals leading to my bed, I'd be like, So good. Pass.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I think that there's I was saying this earlier, I think that there is, a modern day version of romance. It doesn't have to be the love letters or anything like super classic. Flowers come in all forms. So I do like romance to an extent. I like, the things that I like. And if a guy understands what I, want, whether it be like watching my favorite movie or, just taking my dog
The longest
for a walk.
ride,
Yeah,
obviously.
exactly. Then that would be my form of romance, I think.
Yeah, it's the little things.
Little things.
Yeah, so way in the back. You have to be loud.
I actually don't have a question. I just want to say it's
Nobody ever does that for me. Just so you
Making me
know.
blush.
Yes.
I wanted to ask her, what was it like to work with Alan Alda?
Great question, because I loved Alan Alda. He was such a wonderful human being, and he was so kind, really generous. He was always talking to us about his career and his life and the experiences that he's had. So that was really awesome, just to see, how he's lived his life. And it seems like he's really happy, and to be that happy with, 70 years that he's lived on this earth is kind of an incredible thing and inspires me on a very personal level. So it was awesome.
And not many people know, but he's been married for over 50 years to
Yeah.
the same woman. And so he would fly home every Friday, last flight out, go to New York, see his wife for a couple days, and then catch the last flight in on Sunday.
Yeah, he was really committed and wanted to be with her every second he could.
So he was the most romantic guy on set.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. Okay, back here. Yeah.
I don't know if you already asked this, but did you read books all the way through?
Did you read books all the way through?
I had to do it. I mean, I had to do it. Did you do it?
Yes.
Yeah, we did it. We read the books.
It's always a struggle, I think, to read the book and do the film, because once you read the book, you have sort of what you feel want to be true to the author, but then you're fighting producers and studio heads and
It's just a
everyone
lot
else.
of information, but that's kind of the key, is like you want as much information as possible, because it just helps us, when we get into scenes and we're not really sure, what our characters would be doing in that moment, we're able to kind of look back on the book and refer to that character and the mindset. So it really is helpful, even though it is a bit of an overload, considering it is, a different, completely different idea, essentially. But it does help, and it's a great book, so why not?
Right over here.
Can I get a selfie with you guys?
Let's do
Pause
it!
that for a second. We'll come back to that.
Okay,
Okay,
come
behind
on
you.
Question, was Nicholas working on that at all during filming?
What you got the
Really
Really
it was
stuff
stuff like
can
that
happen.
during
Because you
filming.
were so brave.
Yeah, he was on set.
You want with Scott?
He's not.
I mean, come on, smile.
Oh my
She's
God.
in my book club. I'm so embarrassed.
Yes.
Why did I bring her?
Thank you so much. Yeah.
No, he was on set, but he wasn't there every day. He sort of trusts in the people he gets in business with. In this case, it was Fox and some really good producers in Hollywood, the same people who did Fault in Our Stars and a bunch of other great movies. So he trusts them to do the job. And then he sort of sees dailies and comes to set and visits. He brought his family to set.
If we screwed up too bad, he'd be like,
Yeah.
"Hey-oh, nuh-uh." So yeah, he trusted us for the most part.
Okay.
Talk to you about how you wanted the characters.
Oh, sorry.
Did he kind of talk to you about how he wanted the characters to be?
Actually, I had a really funny conversation with him, like maybe a week before we were finished with the film, and he was like, this is how I feel about my films. I think you kind of have to do every scene differently. Each take, give it a different flavor. So that way, when we get into the editing room, we know what we have, and we can sort of assess what needs to be done and the kind of scenes that need to happen in order to give it a full feel. But it was a little late at that point, unfortunately. Hopefully I was able to switch it up occasionally, and they were able to, make the most of what we did. But I think he does have a pretty strong feeling about wanting us to just give them options. Right here?
I was just going to ask about the
We're gonna do a big group picture here in a minute. So
Oh, nice.
that'll be the last selfie. Yes, right here.
I think we need to turn the tables and make sure that she's a good kisser, because I don't think it's fair that only.
Thank you.
She has
Thank you
very
very much.
stiff, pillowy lips, doesn't she? They're lovely.
I don't know what's happening.
Would I recommend her?
Could I use you as a reference?
She was a fantastic kisser.
Thanks, Scott. Thanks.
Oh, wait, I have to ask if her breath was fresh, right? I asked that about you.
No, she was pretty.
Cool Ranch Doritos and tuna. Way back there.
Your dad was in the greatest big tank movie, Paint Your Wagon. Would you ever do it?
That is wow. I mean, that's a question I have not been asked.
If you follow him on Instagram, you see he likes to lip sync.
Katy Perry, I follow you on Instagram.
Yeah, I don't know if singing's my strong suit, but never say never. Yeah.
Someone out there might give you sing. It's my nightmare. Anyone else? Yes.
Was there anything surprising you found as you made the film, like when you were thinking about relationships or love, your past experiences or future, just anything you thought like, oh, I'll keep this in mind as I get older and grow?
Yeah.
You want to do it? You please. Go
I
for it.
actually did. My first love was probably 10, 12 years ago. I think we're okay.
Fire alarm? Oh my God.
Just ignore that.
Don't leave.
It's because they're so hot.
Jeez. Wow.
I'm just,
Wow, you are on fire.
Yeah, thank you.
It's on every morning.
Nice. And that was about 10 or so years ago. And, we broke up, and I found myself thinking a lot about, reflecting a lot about, how probably I was pretty selfish when I was, 19 or 20 years old. And so I sort of thought about that and said, maybe the next time around
Maybe.
I'll do things a little differently.
Yeah. Oh, so should I answer too? Sorry. No, I won't. It's fine.
Oh, I
Who cares?
Oh, wait. No, you go ahead.
No, I don't have anything. It's
Oh,
fine.
no?
Get it.
Orange shirt.
Oh, I just don't want Scott to get all the compliments. Britt, you're beautiful too.
Thank you very much. That was nice. It's been really hard being around you. Everyone just talks about Scott all the time, and I just kind of need a little something for myself. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you. Your $5 is in the mail. Anyone else? Anyone? Okay, well, we're going to do a big group picture. Wait, one more. This is the final one, and then we're going to do a group
Last minute,
photo.
coming in hot.
Okay.
That I rode the bull for 12 seconds and wanted to visit with you guys tomorrow, but I have to work, so can I come meet you?
Yes. Oh, sorry. I can't keep doing this.
Everyone.
She is so nice, and all the people that we travel with in this group, they keep yelling at her because you can't be so nice to everyone.
Well, this is the fun part. I don't want to keep saying, like, let me tell you about Sophia. I mean, it would be nice to actually, like, meet people and do the interaction part as opposed to just, like, talking about my character all the time. Not that you guys don't love the character. I'd love to do that all day long.
You can come up really quick. You come
Come
up really
on,
quick, and
12
then the other gal,
seconds.
you come do real quick. And then, she was one of our top 5, and she doesn't get to come tomorrow. Don't forget that tomorrow.
Let's go, ladies. Come on.
Tomorrow they're going to be at the Mall of